The big word in this ratings downgrade was default. Moody seemed to think that the new rating was sort of like a middle ground between two different things. The possibility, on the one hand, that Lebanon could just avoid default. The report says the country has a quote-unquote proven track record of avoiding default. And in that case, Moody's implies basically that the rating should be higher than what it is. But on the other hand, they also say if there is a default, it seems as though Moody's expects that the losses would be quite massive, like larger than what this rating implies. So the rating should be lower. So on one hand, you've got a rating should be higher. On the other hand, it should be lower, somewhere in the middle. That was how I read their report. The bottom line, Moody seems to believe that Lebanon is creeping towards default.
Okay, but I think it's important to iterate for our listeners here that that doesn't mean that Lebanon is on the verge of default. That means that if things continue on this path for X number of months or maybe longer, then there is the possibility that there could be a default. But as things stand tomorrow or next month, barring some major episode, barring some major political episode or economic shock, which is certainly possible, but I think it's important to kind of downplay the fear-mongering that's been going on, and to remember that this contributes to an erosion of trust, which would accelerate this trend.
Right, and to be absolutely clear on this, Moody's does not say default is imminent at all. That is a whole nother ratings category below where Lebanon is at right now.
The Lebanese Politics Podcast is brought to you by myself, Nizar Hassan, Benjamin Red, produced behind the scenes by Susan Wilson, and the music is by Omar Elfi.